Johann Duhaupas knocks out Robert Helenius in the 6th round. And yeah, that's how I'm going to pronounce Johann's name, Duhaupas, because I don't know how else to pronounce it, so that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Not many people expected this. A lot of people who I saw online were expecting Duhaupas to lose a decision. Some of them were saying he might get robbed, because we know that over there in Finland, the judges tend to be heavily on Robert Helenius' side, like they were in the Chisora fight, which was a massive robbery. But Johann Duhaupas had no intention of allowing this to go to the judges. And he did the business. Now, before I go further with this video, for those of you who are not familiar with these fighters, Robert Helenius, as I say, he's most famous for getting a gift decision over Derek Chisora a few years back. I think it was like 2011 or something like that. And Johann Duhaupas is most famous for going 11 rounds with Deontay Wilder, you know, in his challenge for the WBC heavyweight title. And he also went the distance with Erkan Tepe, the guy who knocked out David Price in 2 rounds last time out. So Duhaupas, as you saw from the Wilder fight, and if you saw the Tepe fight, he's got a reputation for durability. Even though he's tall, Duhaupas, he's like 6'5", he's really a pressure fighter. He don't fight like a tall guy. He keeps his chin tucked down in his chest. He keeps his hands very high. He comes forward behind a stiff jab, and he just applies pressure. One thing that is missing from his game as a pressure fighter, there may be several things, but this is just one of the things, is that he don't go to the body enough for my liking. He's primarily a head hunter. And as a pressure fighter, you really want to be investing to the body more. But nonetheless, it got the job done here against Robert Helenius. Helenius came out early in the fight and made a very fast start. He was trying to impose himself on Johann Duhaupas. And from what I saw, because I've only seen highlights of the fight, Helenius was landing some very good shots. And Helenius don't look as stiff as he used to back in the Derek Chisora days. He doesn't look in as good a shape as he was back in the Derek Chisora days. That has to be said. But in terms of his stiffness, he's nowhere near as stiff as he was back in those days. He's a bit more fluid and a bit more loose and relaxed in terms of the way he throws his shots. And he was landing wicked shots on Johann Duhaupas, just from the highlights you can see. But if you're a heavyweight and you don't have particularly quick feet or a particularly good defense and you've got stamina issues, then Johann Duhaupas is going to give you all types of problems, because he is very tough. He's got a crab-like defense, which is difficult to penetrate, and he will keep coming at you all night. So you're going to have some type of endurance about you. You're going to have some type of speed to be able to get out of the way of this guy, because he's going to keep on top of you. As you saw in the Deontay Wilder fight, Wilder had the foot speed to keep Duhaupas at a distance. But even then, Duhaupas was doing good work with his jab, and he swole Wilder's eye up with that jab. But Wilder's power and his foot speed and hand speed were able to, overcome Johann Duhaupas. Robert Helenius don't have the foot speed of a Deontay Wilder. So, and he don't have the fitness of a Deontay Wilder. You don't have the stamina. So once he realized that he couldn't hurt nor discourage Johann Duhaupas in the first few rounds, mentally, I think it was all downhill for Robert Helenius. He realized this guy is just going to keep on coming at me like the mummy. And he's just not going to leave me alone. By the 4th round, he got dropped by Duhaupas' right hand, and that was the beginning of the end. By the 6th, Robert Helenius was stumbling around the ring looking very tired, and Duhaupas managed to close the show with another right hand which dropped Helenius. Kind of a delayed reaction. He went down. He was definitely hurt from the shot, but he was also very tired as well, just from the constant pressure. Duhaupas just wouldn't leave him alone. And Duhaupas picks up one of the best wins of his career. 6th round knockout win over Robert Helenius. And that was actually Robert Helenius' first official loss. I know most of us believe he lost to Chisora, but officially he was unbeaten going into this fight. So it's a good scalp, I guess, on Duhaupas' resume, and it's making Deontay Wilder's victory over him look better. And to be honest with you, I think, as I say, I think Duhaupas is going to be a difficult guy to fight for a lot of the guys in the top 10. I'm not saying he's going to beat, all the guys in the top 10, not at all. But I think, as I say, if you're a guy who don't have the quickest feet and, maybe some stamina issues there, Duhaupas is going to give you problems because he'll keep coming at you. He is relentless. So, and in fact, you look at the heavyweight champions out there, would you pick Johann Duhaupas against Lucas Brown if he remains heavyweight champion? I know a lot of people would. We've seen what happened with Wilder. Johann Duhaupas against Martin or Joshua. It's not a terrible first defense for either one of those guys, to be honest with you. Johann Duhaupas, he's a tough guy. He's going to provide rounds. Anyone that actually manages to stop this guy has done very, very well, particularly if you stop him early. It took Wilder 11 rounds. So if you manage to stop this guy, you're doing very, very well, and that will make a statement. So Duhaupas is probably going to be one of those gatekeeper type fighters. Like if you really want to make a run at the top 10, you're going to have to get past Johann Duhaupas. He's that kind of tough gatekeeper guy. So yeah, good win for him. And I guess onwards and upwards for now. Let me know what you think about the fight in the comment section below. There is no full fight footage that I can find on the internet. If you can find the full fight, then please drop a comment in the comment section below. Drop a link so we can all go watch the full fight. But as far as I've found so far, there's only highlights, which is in HD. There's a highlight video in HD on YouTube. But other than that, I couldn't find nothing. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below, people. It's your boy Hap.